Yo, it's Guido coming at you with a tactics talk. Sometimes, no, many times, often, most times, lots of times, I don't know. It's hard to quantify. In this game, I find myself saying, fine, I'll do it. I'm not saying that works a lot. Certainly not 60%. I like to think that it works more often than it doesn't, but maybe it doesn't anymore. Still, though, I think, given the right situation, most tactics and ways of playing are not one size fits all. There's situations where the tactic or the way that you play can make a difference. And I think in the case of fine, I'll do it, that's one of them. Because a lot of times you'll put yourself in a position that is not a great position. You'll say, F it, I'll do it, and then you're gone. You're back in the garage, right? Because the situation or the tank or the combination of it did not work out for you. You gave it a shot, you tried to make the move, and it didn't work. I've still got my apple juice. You may notice that this is a series of videos that are revolving around my apple juice. It's fine. New computer, or no, not new computer. Old new computer. Broken computer that's new, which will probably be old computer pretty soon. Kind of videos is where we are. But this was a game where I just went, F it, I'll do it. Not right now. What am I doing? I'm camping. This is why I don't like TDs, and this one in particular. You've seen my woes with the K-91-PT. I'm going to show you every good game I ever have in a K-91-PT, and then I'm going to make it look like I rock in this tank. Apparently Skill loves this tank and does well in it. I am not that Skill level person. This one worked out actually with the K-91. It has some stuff going for it. It's fast, relatively, for a casemate. The armor can be tricky at times. I'm going to show you an example of that. It reloads pretty quickly. While it doesn't hit really hard, it hits decently hard. I've said before, it's just a weird kind of tank. So I'm sort of playing it as the casemate sniper TD, which I don't know if it is one. Not really. Not super accurate. Doesn't hit hard. I don't know. And then I decide, whatever, let's push down. But I'm going to pause this so we can talk about it for just a minute. I'm looking at what's going on in the heavy brawling area, and we have a good fight going on there. If we look at the relative hit points of our guys and theirs, it's pretty close. And I thought, well, what better thing than to bring another gun and some more hit points into that fight and try to win that fight down there. Let's help these heavies win this fight down here. And I feel like I can cross because I've kind of paid attention to the middle, and I don't feel like there's going to be 3 or 4 tanks there shooting me in the side. T-49's been hit a couple times. There's nothing else other than the Progetto and the KPH. The Leopard's sort of keeping them honest, so I truck on in here. Let's see what we can do. As I get closer and closer, I can see some damage being taken off of different guys. And it's about right here that I start thinking, I'm going to be the catalyst. It's the fine, I'll do it. Don't hit me. Okay? I did get lit, and I got... Oh, he took a shot. All right. To some extent, that's lucky. To some extent, that's kind of planned. I did not get seen coming across here by anyone in the middle, so I was not going to be spotted till the second I come around. I'm sort of watching shots come in. Also, I know that these guys are right here, and they've been peeking and poking. I have a T10 who's side scraping. So in my mind, I'm thinking, these guys on this corner, this BZ is probably pretty busy looking at them. So if he does see me, he's got to react pretty quickly to get that shot. Now, some guys are that good, and they may make it happen. Also, dudes who are sitting over here will get a little preview that I'm coming because the VZ will see me. But that's a really fast motion, and I might be able to get across here. I do. Do you get across there every time? No. I think the art of trading position and motion and initiative for hit points is not a very well understood art. and it can get you in bad situations. Like someone hits me and ammo racks me or something silly like that. Okay. Not many players try this. And I will tell you that for me, an active play style like this is just more fun. You'll notice I sat back there, right? I'm playing TD guy back up there. I got bored as F. What's the point? Let's play a video game, get aggressive, and have some fun. What do you think? I made it. Now this is where, coming up here, this is something I see really good players do a lot. I try to replicate it. I can get it done in some cases, but it's something to think about. And it's not just in this particular situation, it's any situation. I'm going to show you what I do here. I know they know I'm coming. I'm still lit. They can see my marker cruising across. They know. Right now, they're salivating. The Conqueror and whatever else might be with him is going, if that dude crosses that opening, I'm shooting him. And I'm like, I'm crossing that opening, so you better get ready to shoot me. But watch what I do here. I'm not telling you this is going to win. This is going to work every time, but you will be absolutely flummoxed and surprised at how many times it does work. We'll come across here. Do you see that little, just that little move to change the angle to come in there? I'm telling you what, man, that was absolutely on purpose. Does that work every time? Absolutely not. Do I remember to do that every time? Absolutely not. But when you're on your game and it's working and you can do stuff like that, that's a game changer. That's 2 shots. Although it didn't give me any of the bounces on it. That was very strange. Did they miss? Or did I not just not? Oh, there we go. Conquer. All right, so only one of them missed. Yay. That's good. One of them bounced, so you got to love that. Also, the Conqueror, I believe, is shooting. If I'd have noticed that at the time, it looks like the Conqueror has the stock gun. 280 right there. You know what? F it. I'll do it. This is where I am. Now, this guy's not looking. This is very important, guys, by the way. When you're making pokes or making decisions, pay attention to where the turret is and who they're fighting, who they seem to be engaged with. I kept going because he was busy shooting other people. Plus, even if he was noticing me coming, his turret was off line, right? So I'm not going to be a complete idiot. You know, when you're when you're talking about fine, I'll do it or I'll get in there. That doesn't mean you just YOLO win until you die. That's not great for anybody. But some hyper aggressive stuff, and then I kind of pause and go, all right, assess what's going on. This looks like a total advantage now. We got a Conqueror and a Carnarvon. Let's get the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, counting the 2 guys up on the hill there, the Lorraine and the Kunze. Let's get them all concentrating on these 2 guys, and let's get these dudes out. So I'm waiting for a second. Hey, is everyone moving up? What's going on? Well, not really. The herbivores in the herd have not been enticed to move up yet, right? I made a good effort. I kind of thought they'd come at it, but if you look at this, they're all on this standard corner, all right, where all the herbivores will hang out and condense, and they're still fighting 3 guys. So if they just drove out in the open, they'd get hit trying to cross. So let's come over to this side and create some leverage. Pull one of them off, or maybe even be able to come around and get shots on these guys while these dudes stare. Let's see if we can get the 2 tanks so they can't concentrate in one position. Because right now, 3 tanks, really 2 and a near dead, one's a T-49, are holding 5 or 6, 7 tanks. And this is really where the F it, I'll do it kind of thing comes into it. We'll come in here, I'll kind of take a look at what he's doing. All right, he's looking at me. I know it's a Carnarvon, they don't hit very hard. My problem here, not right now, but if I do get hit, I have a repair kit, but I don't want to get hit, tracked, use my repair kit, and then get tracked again. So I've got to watch out for that big time. Things are looking okay. Let's just talk about this in terms of the whole game. Things are looking okay overall. We've got 4 of them dead. We've only lost 2. We have an overmatch here, which means we probably don't have much of an overmatch anywhere else. The middle's not looking fantastic. The south is okay. They probably got a lot of campers. We're only facing 2 here. Where's the biggest Just look at the mini-map and tell me where the biggest overmatch is right meow. All right? Just to use that Super Troopers reference right there. Right meow, where can the Greens make a big move towards winning? Well, it's where we are, obviously. That's why I brought the damn thing up. But I like this one because it's pretty obvious if you look at the mini-map. It's a Carnarvon Conqueror. I haven't noticed, when I came around the corner, nobody's sitting here ready to thump me. Like the WT isn't sitting there. That would have sucked, but could have been. Maybe. But if we look at the rest of the tanks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That only leaves 2 unaccounted for. One of them being the WT. Good thing he wasn't sitting there. He wasn't. Right now, one way to create some serious leverage is to break down this northwest flank. And I'm of the opinion that right now, in terms of this game, F it, I'll do it. So let's just go around. Notice his turret was pointing away. You know, make him swing his turret and take a bad dispersion shot. Yep, he got it. All right, fine. Happens. No big deal. I also don't want to... I also know about the Carnarvon a couple things. Number one is it fires really rapidly. I don't want to just turn around and sit there and shoot at him. Because he's going to pink, pink, pink. And while I reload pretty quickly, he's going to start whittling me down. Plus, my help isn't here yet. I am attempting to drag in the herbivores. I'm like, herd mentality herbivores. Can you please start moving up? I got the hornet's nest mixed up a little bit. Can you Muppets back here start moving in? As I said before, the reason they didn't do that is that Conqueror would have had a heyday. Because he's kind of hold down on that corner and he just shot people a bazillion times coming in. But now it's changed. Now I'm a threat to them, and they're going to have to start dealing with me. And hopefully my buddies will figure this out pretty quickly. Look at his turret. And I don't know what he's doing. Whether he's looking at the Coons or something. And I noticed that. And I'm like, well, let me get another free shot on this guy. Nope, not quite. All right. Oh, geez. Stupid T-49. Let's just kill him. There we go. It's good sometimes to prioritize a gun, because I think he was shooting the small caliber gun. He's a tracking machine. I don't want him around. If I can get rid of him, let's get rid of him, and he won't sit there and continually track me. So I prioritize him, get the reload going on. Notice I'm not just sitting out in front of the Carnarvon. He's still dangerous. Here they come. Look at this. I'm checking them. See how I'm kind of moving the camera to see. All right, here goes my buddies. Here we go. And this is where the collapse happens. This is where they start getting absolutely massacred. I'm waiting for him to start thinking about something else. He's like, oh shit, oh boy. You've been in that position, right? You're the 2v4 guy, and you don't know which way to look, and then you start to look one way, and then you get hit the other way. It's very, very frustrating. And it causes people to make mistakes. Okay, we get that guy hit. And now I'm going to stay in. I'm like, whatever, let's just gun this dude down. And son of a... 7 hit points. That was frustrating. All right, fine. That's going to cost me another hit, probably. Whatever, come around. Huge mistake. Huge mistake. Lazy mistake. I needed to get rid of him. I should have just come around, aimed into his lower plate, and taken the guy out. Instead, I auto-aim thinking lull pin, and no, it goes to the upper plate, and it bounces. Don't do that. Which is going to give him another shot. I'm trying. No, don't do it. Oh, he did get it. And now the Conqueror's in big trouble. All right, folks. Probably the biggest lesson I try to teach on this channel over and over, ad nauseum. And the people who watch these videos all the time already know the answer to this. It's hardly worth saying, except that if you're a new follower, a new watcher, or maybe you just stumbled upon this video, what do you do now? I'll tell you what you don't do. You do not push their cap. Do not let their campers hit you crossing this clear area right here. Come around the other way, go to the middle, filter back to the south, or go all the way back to cap. Do not push across that open area. I think I actually do click. There we go. So I'm clicking on like go back. Just There's no reason to push. When would I push? When would I push there? When I would push on this situation is if I also had a push going on in the south that was wrapping around and was maybe where their Scorpion G is or their KPZ in that general area, and now we're just completely surrounding them. But we're not. We have one ship tick TVP, and that's it, and a couple guys in the middle. Let's go back and sort this thing out, man. Because this is still in the balance. We have a good advantage as far as I can tell. Really, to be honest, I think it's a... I don't know if it's... it shows a disadvantage, sorry, with minus 3,000. I don't think it's that bad because all of those tanks have been engaged, but I haven't been in draw distance, so I don't really know what their hit points are. That's important to know, by the way. Some people, I think, are talking about the hit point situation. So I'm just going to go all the way back. I mean, is that T-28, Cobra, whatever, Cobra 2 LAS, blah, blah, blah. The ship tick dude's only got 80 hit points. Let's come back here, man. But notice the T-10, TS-5, and Carnarvon is like dirty, pushing in. All right, you know what? They got there. They got there. Good on them. But let's see what happens over here. This purple team would be in great shape if they were all together and they had pushed to our cap. We probably lose this game. But they don't. And that's the good news about going back in a lot of cases. The good news about this part of the game is a good portion of the purple team that's left are the camping passives, the herbivores, chewing their cud, sitting in their paddock, doing nothing. That's good. Unless they actually grabbed the nutsack and started moving, that's bad. But the offensive guys were the T-28 Cobra and LAS. Maybe the KPZ as well. The TS-5s now are getting aggressive, moving up. If they'd have pushed on a cap, we could have been in big trouble. I do like the 40T came back. I do get lit right here. Watch this. Watch this legend of a shot. Oh, another absolute frickin'... Well, it didn't, did it? Didn't work, did it? I tried, though, right? I tried. You still pinned me. I lived. That's good. Now watch this legendary snapshot. Nothing ventured, nuts in game, man. Nuts in game. I complained bitterly about shots like that, but I got that one. I got that one. Hey, the Pipper was where I wanted it to go. It just happened to go exactly to the middle. And then we find the WT sitting there, which surprised me a little bit. I'm kind of screwed right here. I don't have a whole lot of options. I probably can't come off of this hill without getting shot by, say, the Cobra or the LAS or something. I have some backup with the ship tick. He's a little bit worried about pushing, and I just don't want to give him any options right here. There you go. She takes a hit, so I'm trying to draw him into the ship tick behind me. We got this guy permalit, but I am also permalit. Thank God there's no arty. You know, splash damage taken out of an 87 hit point tank isn't that hard to do. So I'm really just trying to make this guy make a mistake. I see the Leopard PT coming up, and I'm hoping that he can get a shot without getting killed. If we can put some kind of pinch on this guy, that'd be good. The WT doesn't particularly turn very quickly. Its turret's not very fast. So if I can get him looking at one guy, there we go, and that's what I'm looking for. And then, nope, ooh, no, not quite. Unfortunately, I blocked the ship tick. Now he's mad. Look, man. Let me just say this. I'm just going to say this, my friends. If you're going to play a TD and sit at cap, which, whatever, do your thing, man. Do you. Do not piss and moan about something like that when a dude's been across a large portion of the map. Just take it in stride, move on, and there you go. Good news is they killed him. I don't know, F you. I guess he's mad at me. I'm not really sure if he was talking to me or not. The guys that pushed, that I said shouldn't push, they're up on top. It looks like the enemy team would just kind of remain spread out all over the place. Speed this up. I don't want to get killed by somebody just sitting here, but pretty quickly we're down to 2 tanks left. I am going to get 6 kills. I'll get a top gun out of this thing. But it takes me a bit of a drive until I find the CS52. All the way around the corner. He takes a hit, and oh, I miss him. Little whoop. There we go. There we go. See? Another example of the wiggle jiggle working out right there. 6 kills, 2,187. Not a massive damage game, but the old F it, I'll do it myself. Wait, look where I went, man. I went all the way to the north. Helped to break that down. Came all the way back to the cap. Dealt with a couple pushers. All the way back through the south and all the way back. I basically did an entire circuit minus about 1/5 to 1/6 of the map. Be that guy. Do not be the guy sitting back at the cap. Be that guy. And this ends my potentially, I don't know, I might do another one, but could end potentially my my apple juice driven videos. Have a good one. We will see you.